How's it going, everybody? Frank here for the Bakersfield Channel with my brother Miguel at Cigars More Bakersfield, California. Today we have a pretty special treat. We'll be taking a look at the #1 cigar from Cigar Aficionado's 2017 Top 25 Cigar list, the Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Eye of the Shark. It's based off the original Don Carlos formula, which came out in 1976, but it's tweaked a little bit for this special release. And although it's a closely guarded secret, they said it's very resemblant to that one that was earlier released in the 76.
In 76?
Correct.
Okay.
It first came out in 1976, and it pays homage to their patriarch, Don Carlos, who unfortunately passed away in 2016. So it comes with a Cameroon wrapper, Dominican binder and filler, and it's 5 3/4 inch by 52 ring gauge. It has a very unique shape. It's actually not a full box press, and it's not a full traditional. They call it a demi press, where the lower 2/3 is box pressed and the top is a rounded torpedo.
Have you noticed that in this year and last, the shape of the cigar seems to have a little bit something to do with it? They're not traditional shapes.
Well, this one is not a traditional shape in the sense of a box press or rounded, but it is one that they've used before.
Oh, definitely.
So it's not completely unique to the cigar. It is one that used before, and they call it Eye of the Shark because they said if you hold it like this, it kind of resembles the body of a great white shark. So
I don't see any eyes on it, but I will take that into consideration. All right.
So we'll go ahead and get these cut up, guys, get these lit. We'll get back to you right after the first third. Half an hour in, and I gotta say it's pretty darn good. As far as flavors go, I'm getting a nice nuttiness to it, a little bit of leather in there. You're getting that wood. A slight spice, which is not overpowering. It's just there.
It was like a pepper spice to me.
Yes, exactly, and it's hanging on to the back of the palate. And the finish is kind of short. Other than that, it's not really lasting all that much. The flavors are very complementary to each other, I would have to say.
Absolutely.
Mike, how you doing for construction?
Construction-wise has been perfect so far. You can see the ash is holding on there very well. I even ashed it once already, and it's still holding on, so I like that. The burn is almost razor sharp. Smoke output has been great. Construction, as far as the wrapper goes, holding on perfectly. Not getting too squishy, but it's also a really nice, easy draw. I love that. So I think the shape does lend itself to be a good idea
Yes,
for
absolutely.
this particular blend. So I'm loving that.
Absolutely. So we'll get into the second, third, guys, and we'll get back to you in just a minute. And 5 minutes in, getting down to the last third here. And as far as construction goes, you guys, it's really good. The burn is almost razor sharp. Ash is holding off in about inch and a half solid chunks. It does get a little bit flaky once you break it off, but it's not a big deal. Just tap it and you're fine. Smoke output is phenomenal on this thing. Not a whole lot of foot smoke, as there was in the first to second third, but it's still there. It's still faintly there, but good exhaling smoke. So definitely good construction from this guy. No issues with the wrapper. The band came off perfectly. So far so good on that one. Mike, how you doing for flavors?
Absolutely. A little bit of a transition. That spice is gone. That leatheriness and wood cedar I'm getting is really nice. It's been incredible so far. I can see why this is #1 for this year. Yeah, you were talking about a nuttiness. What kind of nuttiness are you getting from it? Because I can't put my finger on what it is.
Kind of like almonds.
Okay. I could see almonds being the best call there, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely also not my predominant flavor, but it's right there still. As you said before, it's kind of not sticking around as long. But
very short finish.
It's a short finish, but the flavors, once you have them, are really great. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and finish this out and get back with you guys' conclusion in just a minute. Hour and a half, guys, and actually that's where we're gonna cut them. Mine's getting down to the nub there. Getting pretty warm, smoke's getting pretty warm, so flavors are muddling up a little bit there. Mike, you got a little bit further than I did.
I got down as far as I could. I'm also gonna cut it off right there, but I'm loving this guy. So if I had, just a little pinch or something, I'd probably go a little further, but no, he's done for today.
And I gotta say, it did transition a bit there right before it started heating up quite a bit. That nuttiness kind of fell off. The spice was still there, and I actually was picking up kind of a citrus flavor, a component that I've only had a couple other times in a cigar. So it was actually really nice to see that last bit of transition in that last third. Other than that, flavors held up really well from beginning to end. You did get those nice transitions from third to third, which was really great. And the spice was there. I think the spice was probably the most consistent note. But again, it was a background note. It wasn't at the forefront.
Okay.
So it kind of maybe tied everything together there, just keeping that constant spice in there.
I definitely agree with that.
So Mike, how'd your construction finish up?
Construction was perfect, honestly. By the end of it though, the ash did get a little flaky, that's about it, but not a big deal because it doesn't affect the flavor. As you can see, I got very far down there. The burn almost razor sharp. Smoke output was great. The wrapper stayed completely fine the entire time. No, not even any heat breaks or anything like that. So as far as construction goes, absolutely great. Absolutely wonderful.
Perfect. So guys, this is the #1 cigar of 2017 for Cigar Aficionado. So it is going to be a little harder to come by. So if you are able to find one, it sounds like something you want to try, make sure you grab a couple. Just like last year it happened with the Bull, once that #1 label gets put on it, they are hard to find for the first few months.
Definitely.
So if this sounds like something you guys would like to try, please stop into Cigars More and try to get yourself one or two. And if you can, drop one off in the Cigars for Warriors donation center, which our local donation center is right here at Cigars More. If you can donate one of those, donate something else. It doesn't have to be something super expensive. It can be something, even a house blend. Anything you can do to support the troops is always appreciated. And if you guys can't donate a cigar, cutter, lighter anytime, you're here, if you're buying yourself a cigar, drop off the change. It takes money to get this stuff over there, and it's also a big help.
Absolutely.
And other than that, I think that'll do it for us today. This was the 2017 Cigar of the Year from Cigar Aficionado. Sorry, we're gonna be doing a couple different lists here, guys. This is Cigar Aficionado, #1 cigar of 2017. Eye of the Shark from Arturo Fuente. See you guys next time.
Have a good one, guys.